All right, we are live for episode 49. 49 Days of the Yomer of the...
Let's
Let's go.
go podcast. Steinbux getting involved in the action off the bat. We have the up and coming celeb here, social media sensation. Who saw it coming? And if you know Yoni Steinman, I think everyone saw it coming. But now it's official. He made himself. He's out in the public on the gram. Yoni Steinman, welcome to a late night version of the HSL podcast.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Appreciate y'all. Happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
happy
I'm grateful to be here. Grateful to be in your presence. The commish and with the CEO.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
the,
It's a
no,
good
I'm
term,
the,
by the way.
I'm
No one's ever called
assistant.
you CEO, Dave.
It's very flattering.
I mean, you handle the payroll.
That's true. That's actually a pretty,
pretty
accurate title.
I forgot. That's right. I
I
forgot.
have a couple of Zelle transactions with you.
Yeah, I forgot about those Zelle transactions.
It's actually good to take Zelle, Stein. We have some staff members who demand cash, so we appreciate the acceptance.
Don't give them any ideas, Avi.
I love digital currency. I'm all about digital.
You're all about it.
Been moving that way.
So first of all, I have a few questions before we get down to business. How old are you?
I am 22 years old. June 26, 2002. Cancer gang, Zodiac.
What month was that?
June
26th. Say it again.
2002. My Zodiac's a Cancer, yeah.
My son is June 1st. Is he also a Cancer?
He did not make the cut, no. Before us, I don't know exactly what Zodiac is, but I think the cutoff is from like June 1st to like June 16th, something like that.
So
I'm sure there's watching this that understand.
Yeah, so what does it mean to you that you're a Cancer? What are the signs of a Cancer?
Not exactly sure. I mean, really, I hate my mom, but that can't be true. That's like one of the side effects.
One of the side effects of being a Cancer is hating your mom?
Yeah, like one of the cons, but I think that was some website that I was on trying to spook me.
My background, guys.
Steinbux, I'm a psychologist by trade. That's what I deal with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we can get more into it if you want.
You work in the city, right?
Yeah, I work in the city. Yeah.
How'd you know that?
Yeah, I told Steinman because I saw one of his videos. It was a kosher Midtown. It was right up the block from me, and then Steinbux said he's going to be in the city the next day. I wanted to make a cameo in his video, but he checked me as he usually does. It's not easy to get her.
You're right next to kosher Midtown?
Yeah, block away. Yeah, block and a half. Yeah.
They're nice people.
He's got all these collaborations. We'll get into that, but let's start from the beginning here, Dave. Why don't you dig deep and use your therapy skills to get into the meat and potatoes of
he's already talking about hating his mother. So where are you from?
I'm from Boca.
You're from Boca. So you know Swang from Boca?
Yeah, that is my blood brother.
Oh, he's your blood brother. Okay.
My blood brother, but not my biological brother, but that's my brother.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's my broski.
He's your brosif?
Yeah, my holy brother. We're all part of the same tribe.
But yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, not necessarily, because aren't there different tribes in Judaism?
Right. We all qualify the same one.
I stumped you there, didn't I?
You did. You outworked me. Yeah. Congratulations.
So,
it's funny actually. You know, Steinbux and Swang had dinner together tonight. If you want a little background, Yoni, why don't you tell the audience where you are right now?
Right now, I'm in the basement of Ariel Swing's sisters. I had to relocate. I was in the gym earlier, but people were after the meal, hopped on the treadmill, so I had to bounce. It was getting really noisy, so I came into this printing lab right here.
It's a building.
What?
Oh, what building is that?
It's in the Upper West.
You're in the Upper West right now. Okay, so you grew up in Boca. You went to BRS also?
I did my services, yeah. Prayed at that temple for years. Did my time there.
And where did you go to high school?
I went to TTB, served 2 years in TTB. Then I went out for 11th and 12th to the West Coast. I went to a place called Jets, Jewish Educational Trade School. And I got my culinary degree there for chopping onions for a good year and a half. And under Chef Damon. And I got my GED.
Good for
so
you.
I made Mama proud with that.
Where on the West Coast is it?
It's in the Valley in LA.
Wow, Jets. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's a Chabad trade school. A little underground, but now it's on the rise.
It's on the rise. Did you learn to do anything there other than chop onions?
Yeah, I got my GED. That was like the initial game plan. Secured that. Thank God. Shout out to the Almighty for that. And I did a little like real estate, a little Excel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a computer goon.
The computer.
Computer goon. Like I'm techie with it.
You are. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very very interesting. So how did you get the nickname Steinbux?
Oh man, I don't have an official story, but it was like granted to me at someone's bar mitzvah, David Abir's bar mitzvah. Scratch that. Ezra Beerley is his bar mitzvah, but David Abir at the bar mitzvah is my Instagram username, Yoni Steinbux. And then he called me out. He's like, "Yo, Steinbux," in public. I was mortified. I was embarrassed. I was like, "How can you use that? How can you use my username in front of me, in front of everyone?" And then after that, just activated. So it went from Steinbux, and then over the years it got shortened. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it'll come back because of inflation. Went from Steinbux to Bucks.
So let's get into your. I've been, me and Avi, and we've been really enjoying your new Instagram.
And my wife.
And Avi's wife.
Yeah. I told Bucks. I told Bucks when I showed it to her, Month of Shabbos. So you got to check out. This guy's Instagram. He's hilarious, and I was gonna show her one video. We ended up going through like 16 of them. We were literally on the floor laughing. It was like dying. It was awesome.
I gotta be honest. The humor was lost on my wife. I showed it to her, and she just wasn't getting why I found it so funny. So
yeah, it's not really. I don't have a target audience. It's definitely. I don't think the average woman would appreciate what I say on camera, but
I guess my wife just.
Yeah, what's the kind of woman that does appreciate it?
Now I'm saying it might be like a little tricky what I say sometimes on camera.
Right.
So something
it's
I noticed.
True, your last one. This one from that you just put up today. My wife was very confused at some of the lingo, what was going on. She was trying to follow. She got lost in it.
Oh, the last video, that was advanced. That was advanced methodology.
So
I want to filter out. I'm trying to filter out my audience. Who can hang with me?
Who can hang with you? Yeah. So tell us the story behind the Instagram and the whole thing that you're doing, and the shout out to the Almighty, and the elevating the shop and the charity.
And the charity piece. Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Actually, let me just give our audience a little background for a second. Mm-hmm. We have a small but devoted podcast audience, Yoni, which hopefully
loud viewership, and I'm one of them.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And so is Yisrael Wasser.
Very discreetly, yeah.
Very discreetly, he keeps on a deal. So
he watches under his blankie.
So we So Yoni's got this really interesting thing on Instagram. It sounds like our great sages said that if you give money to charity, God is going to send it back to you, right? Is that the idea? So
exactly. Good karma.
Good karma. So Yoni makes very public displays, giving charity. Sometimes it's a Hamilton, sometimes it's a Lincoln. Once in a while, it's a Benji buck, Benji bomb. And
depends on the parlay that week. See what I got.
He drops it to the indigent people and to the poor people, and then he sees, is he getting it back? In the first few videos, he took it over. He looked like he looked a little bit like Link Home Care last Sunday night, but then the money started. Under 5'10". I meant under 5. I mixed it up. Damn, I lost my punchline. Looked a little like under 5'10" Pipe Doctor less, but then the money started flowing back. Tell us about the whole page.
Yeah, so I had this idea actually last year, and it started off on like my group chat with all the homies. I ran it with Ari Allswing. It lasted about 4 days.
I want to know every single person on that group chat, because I can imagine how awesome that chat is.
It's called Exclusivo. It is exclusive.
Are you allowed to name who's on the chat?
I'm not even admin on my own chat.
Who's on the chat? You, Allswing. Who else do you got on there?
We got Dave Lemger. He's killing in the content game. We know that. He just shot a commercial for Amazon.
Commercial with Josh Allen. That was fantastic.
Yeah, the feature. It was huge.
Phenomenal.
Straight from his lens.
That's right.
And we got his little bro, Yossi Levenger. QB Lord, I call him. He's my contact name. Is QB Lord. And
yeah,
we got Shar. Yisrael Wasser was in there for a day or two.
Well, until he left because it wasn't for him.
Yeah, he wasn't posting lavish content, so we had to boot him.
You booted him.
Too ghosty.
You gotta post a lot to be allowed to stay.
No, he just. It's like in the beginning, everyone was hype. It had like a lot of momentum, and he didn't post anything, so he got the yas.
Kicked him out. Good.
He got the what?
Okay,
The yas.
you got the
He got
yas.
yas.
So let's go back. So you were talking about, so in the chat one day something happened.
Oh,
You
yeah,
started to
so-
explain the charity thing.
Yeah, so it died out after like 4 days, and fast forward to Rosh Hashanah this past year. So it's a brand new year for the Jews, and I just felt like refreshed and all that. And
You didn't tell
I was
us
having
what died
dinner.
out.
What
died
I
out
was
after?
I was making videos, like non-edited videos of me like donating, right? Like sending money online, and I was like, I'm gonna do this every single day. I'm gonna test God, give me charity. But it died out after like 4 days.
Where were you posting this on? Your WhatsApp?
No, it was on the group chat. It was just exclusive.
Oh,
No edits,
exclusive.
like 3-minute, like very shaky videos, like nothing entertaining.
Okay.
It was a tough watch.
Yeah.
And so fast forward to Rosh Hashanah this past year, I was having the meal, and I remember DJ Warga, he remembered me doing these videos, and he brought it back up, like, yo, are you still doing these videos? I was like, no, but it's a new year. I should really get back into it. And he started his own, his agency, like his content agency. It's called Theorist. So he has all the proper equipment, all that. I was like, if you can help me, like, get a jump start and execute this, show me how to edit, like what to buy, the microphones, and then I made it like a decent production, and we're still getting better.
I'm actually putting two and two together before we move on. So Theorists, that's the kid who also does the tasting of all the different, trying a new store every single day and
Trying every kosher restaurant, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Trying every kosher restaurant, so you don't have to. That's his
What's his
Instagram.
name? Let's follow him. How do you spell it? DJ what?
DJ Warga. But
I got him.
The channel you're talking about is Theorist Food. He has like a couple channels.
Theorist Food is a kid who goes around and tries a different restaurant, whether it's in the city or in Queens, another kosher restaurant every single day, and just like basically gives them publicity. He rates them 1 to 10. He always gives them a 10. And he has random people try it. So that's how you collab with them, because Theorist does his stuff also.
He's in Landers, so he's local. He's a neighbor to me. He's right by.
Uh-oh. Bucks is buffering.
No, I buffed.
Did you find the channel, Dave?
I found it, yeah. Cool.
Am I back on or no?
Followed by Jake Byrne, of course, Avi, you know.
Of course, Jake Byrne follows every. Jake Byrne's all over the planet.
He's a world-class networker.
Who, Byrne?
Yeah, he is. Shout out to the Almighty. So, Steinbux, one of the things I've been impressed with, the quality of his videos are really good. So I was trying to figure out if the Levingers are involved with that.
I was actually going to ask him that next.
Because they also comment on every single... So Theorist does it, but he's got to be involved in it too. No?
Why? Because they're I don't know.
Just because they comment on every single video. Like all of them.
Well, they are buddies. They're boys. They're very close.
Yeah.
So that just could be because they're friends.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks just disappeared. You think Bucks will pop back in, or you think Bucks calling it a night on us again?
I think he'll pop back in. It's such an interesting era of Judaism where you have this like anybody can sort of cultivate an audience for themselves, also involving Jewish like Steinbux, he's doing this thing. Nobody, like 30 years ago, if you had this idea, you wouldn't be able to like really carry it out because you need an audience. It seems like random people are sending him money now to do it. So
the last video, he had like a bunch of videos. He had people sending him cash, a lot of cash to do this. It's really, he's built a big following in the few months that he's been doing.
I'm impressed with the following also. So he had Tabor, a hat from Tabor, and they sent him the cash too?
Who's Tabor? Oh, in his last video.
I know a wine that's Tabor. I don't know if that's...
So did you look up the guy, the Theorist Food kid? He does tries a different restaurant until there's no more restaurants left to try. Also on YouTube. He did a video with Levinger, I think, and Steinman maybe together, one of those.
Oh yeah, I gotta find that.
Yeah.
This looks fun.
All right, looks like we have our man back alive.
Yeah, I just went through like a service nightmare. I don't know what happened.
That's
Well,
okay.
Baruch
You're back.
Hashem brought you back to life.
Chias Mason, they call it, right? So Bucks, we're actually wondering if, Dave was seeing a pattern that they got the Levenger all over those comments of your videos. Are they involved in all in the production?
Yes, Dave Levenger, he edited my most viral video with Moses the Jeweler. You can tell by his editing how he zooms up a little bit. If you're a man of detail with the editing world, he zooms up a little bit, and the transition to the outro, he uses a little whoosh, like a sound effect. So that was him. He taught me that.
How'd you get set up with Moses the Jeweler? Is that through a connection? Is he just open it to the public? Do you just approach him? Like, what happened there?
Yeah, he's there full time. I ran up on him. I waited like 20 minutes, and then he came out to his booth. People like wanted like pictures with him, so that was the right time. I just sniped him, executed. He gave me my favorite message so far. What he said, like
that's very. So it was all random. It was all like in the moment. Nothing planned, set up.
Yeah, nothing staged. That's
cool.
The only like stagey thing I did was probably with Coach Midtown.
Coach Right. So that's also very cool, by the way, because a lot of times, like everyone knows Bucks is a funny guy. He's a funny man, but it's hard a lot of times to be so funny live, like like without anything, not knowing what you're going into, I guess it's like a little more complicated.
Yeah. Right now this is raw for me, no edits.
He's not here, but I've been impressed with his vocabulary and how quickly he comes up with words. He makes these connections with words.
Bro, no way I got booted
again.
Like
a little thing where he puts the dollar into the Tzedakah box and he goes swish. He does all these little things.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that he does it not live. That was more impressive because you could always practice these lines beforehand and be like, I'm gonna put it in and go swish. But like when he's doing it, and I believe it because when I video him by basketball, I just put a phone in front of his face and all of a sudden he's ripping out, heart pumping, what like these casual funny lines.
Yeah. I saw that one.
That just
it's interesting how his brain thinks that way. Right. So I think in Judaism, like 40 years ago, you wouldn't be able to have a creative outlet so easily. Nowadays, you can. He's a very creative guy, and you're able to have a creative outlet that you could have thousands of people watch. I mean, he has 700 followers in like 2 weeks.
I was gonna ask how many followers he has on Instagram.
He has about 700 followers, but he only opened the account about 3 weeks ago, so it's interesting. I would like to ask him where he wants to go with it, but it looks like this podcast is winding down. I'll shoot him one more text.
Yeah, WhatsApp. He doesn't get text, remember?
Oh, yeah, he has a separate line.
WhatsApp him. See if he's coming back on. Otherwise, we got to call tonight because we're they just out here. We work late hours, and we're approaching the 10 o'clock hour here on the HSL Live Let's Go podcast. Ripping out these Thanksgiving late night podcasts, dedication to all of our loyal followers and viewers, and also all of our random people who'll be seeing this once we clip it and put it into YouTube short. So, dedication we have.
Hopefully we have something good in there. All right, Avi.
Well, let's wait. Let's give it a minute because I think Bucks is trying to get back on.
Oh, you think so?
Dave's itching to.
I think the basement of the building was a tough call for him.
Yeah. All right.
Times 3. Verizon's
No, I think the basement of the building's a little rough. Yeah,
there's a lot of service traffic right now in this basement. But were you guys complimenting before I?
Yeah, we were complimenting you. So I was saying one of the things I've been impressed with. Obviously talking about the humor, but I'm a big words guy. I'm very into words, and you have a lot of words that come to you very quickly, and word play and the way you interact with the people is very quick.
Yeah, I downloaded a whole script of words that I just keep on repeat. And I try to create new ones. But I try. Right now, this is my first time, no edits. This is raw, authentic, no edits. First time on a pod.
What does it mean you downloaded a script?
I'm saying like my brain's like a chip, so whatever like gigabytes it can hold. That's what I downloaded.
Right. No, so we were complimenting you. We were impressed, and I was also saying it's like interesting that you obviously have a lot of creativity And Judy, you're taking your creativity and you're doing something with Judaism with it, which 40 years ago wouldn't have really been possible. How
Right.
could you find an outlet for that kind of thing and this kind of idea that you came up with? I think he's frozen, right, Avi?
Yeah, but it's
I'm a snowman.
telling you,
Maybe
this Bucks. I'm telling you, the Bucks, the power of Bucks is just over. He's over
Let me
exploiting
relocate.
his
Let me
own.
relocate.
His own.
Am I back?
And we didn't even get to your question yet, Dave. We're still waiting on that question of where he's going. Which is arguably the most important question of the podcast, by the way.
All right,
Which is I'm most interested in.
we'll give him one more shot, and then I'm gonna bounce so I could go watch a little TV with my wife.
The Dolphin game right now is not much to watch. What I understand, it's not.
Why'd they put the Dolphins on tonight?
Well, Thanksgiving, I guess. Well, Dolphins Packers always play Thanksgiving. I think doesn't usually Packers.
Not the Dolphins, no.
Packers Vikings usually. I think. Well, I don't know why they went off of Packers Vikings. Buck should have stayed in the workout room.
Yeah.
Tick tock, tick tock. He'll be back. The question is, how long is he gonna last? The second he gets back, Dave, you got to rip that question out, and then we got to call it a podcast.
We got to bounce.
He'll definitely be back because he came back 3 times in a row. I have full faith that Buck's will be back.
Maybe we should make Dave Levinger edit this video.
Yeah, we should. Get all the in betweens out. Wait, you could do that though. I could do that. It's easy. I mean, I've done it before.
The editing? Oh, it's annoying.
You just delete. Don't you just delete the in the middle? Like
it takes time though. It takes time because you got to find the right spots. And
I did it once, like on the first ever podcast, I think.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. So we got Steve Pollen tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. My big question is if. All right, Steinbux, we're gonna ask you one question, then we got to bounce.
Wait, is it gonna get edited out, all the choppiness, or is one flow?
I don't know. I'll take a look at it, and then I don't know. Maybe we just need to try again next week. But you're only available during the day, right? During the night, right?
I can adjust. I think this is good, like a little sample. I think you should publish it anyways, regardless.
No, of course we're gonna publish it regardless.
I was saying maybe we should get Dave Levinger to edit this one. We got to get a professional on it.
Yeah, you need someone to tweak it.
Wait, so Steinbux, what are your plans for your Instagram page? Where do you want to go with it?
I don't have a set goal right now, but I really don't know. Like I love the collaborations. I want to just keep collabing like bigger and bigger. So
Bucks, you think HSL, if HSL donates a little bit of kesef, you think the HSL and Bucks could have a collaboration on the Instagram?
100.
Dave, we got to make that
money my way. I'll put it on your name, of course.
You know already. By the way, Bucks already threw a little free marketing to sell. Were you even aware of that? The fact that you came out of the trunk with the HSL basketball shirt.
Yeah, that was a little plug. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, we drop some kesef. We'll get a little bit more of a plug. We'll get him some merch. We'll get him an HSL cap. Get him a hoodie.
Sure.
We'll get him all
the riot in the street. Make sure everyone signs up for HSL. I'm ready for the Winter League.
The Winter League. That's right.
That's right.
2 tiers.
My winter
Yoni, so I don't get something. Yoni, why are you becoming a physical therapist? You've got such a creative mind.
I just want to work with athletes. I like the athletic field, and also it's steady. Also, you might unfollow me one day. Who knows? The revenue.
CEO.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Wait, Yoni. So where do you want to go with the Instagram page? You just want to get more collabs, see where it goes, huh?
Yeah, nothing really set. Just collaborations. But the best thing that did bring to me so far was like rekindling like old friendships and conversations that I haven't had with people in a while. Like I give them, we build a window for them to like swipe up and like reach out, saying like they love what I'm doing. Caught up on that, like rabbis.
I mean, you've like friends and rabbis you've talked to or were close to like a long time ago and haven't spoke to in a while. You mean?
Yeah, since like 4th grade recess.
Let me ask you a tough question. Now that you're mentioning rabbis, this whole business. Sorry, that went right by me. This whole business with testing God. I thought you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but strictly with Tzedakah, you're allowed to. That's the information that I got on it. So I'm very honest on the return. Like you're allowed to test God after you give, that He'll make you rich. So
how come you're allowed to do it with Tzedakah?
That's what God wants. God wants you to donate, challenge Him, see what happens.
Challenge Him.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed. I'm actually very impressed with both of you because Dave, that's a tough question that you could have really silence Bucks on, and that was a good answer that Bucks gave. So you guys, I guess, were both prepared coming to this podcast a lot more than I was.
It's a good counter.
That was it was a great question and a better answer. That was great.
It's a great question.
Yeah, I got another question. The money that you get back, you usually seem to give it to Tzedakah again, so you're not getting personally rich off of it. Like I saw somebody come up to you on the street in one of the videos with 2 100s, and then you gave them to somebody. 2 Benji bombs.
2 cheddar beans. I did. Yes, sir. I did. Lifted. My guy.
So you're not personally profiting. You're not.
Well, he did. He won the parlay. What do you mean?
So on camera, like I won big, like the 3,500. But in between scenes, I'm spending like a ridiculous amount for no reason. On camera, I'm all big.
On camera.
Yeah, but any sponsors, I goes 100% on their name, and I make sure to shout them out, plug them.
What's the minimum sponsorship?
Start with a George Washington to a Lincoln. It has to be physical cash, physical currency.
How come?
No, I was just saying. I guess I can give some chump change. Some change, yeah. I don't know.
Come on, fight through, Buck. Fight through. I
don't know. Is it gonna get edited?
Stay with us here, Buck. Stay with us. We're so close.
Am I frozen?
It's like I feel like I'm in an episode of ER.
Bucks, don't leave us. Don't do it to us again.
Let's call it a day, Avi. Good times. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you. Thanks, Buck.